Dick's to get in the scene in a second.
Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
5 years should be the silver anniversary, 10 years the gold. If you go more than 10, then you go platinum and they put you in the Marriage Hall of Fame.
Life after divorce is complicated. But for Donnie,
Your divorce is better than most people's marriages.
for Vic,
I should have married you, shouldn't I?
Not too late.
and for Dave,
What were you doing to her?
You were trying on clothes.
it's just getting interesting.
What was that?
Bye-bye love.
I don't know, but I did like it.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, March 17th at theaters everywhere.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
I like the Walking on Sunshine because I'll never not think of Jack Black.
Jack Black, uncredited in this movie.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
As the DJ, the kid's like, do you have any Rafi? Reefer? Rafi! I never got that joke when I was a teenager watching this movie, and now that I have a kid, I absolutely get that joke because
Yeah,
Rafi
dude,
sings
everybody-
Baby Beluga
Yeah.
and a bunch of other shit. Rafi was like a huge deal at
He's
some
still,
point. I
yeah,
guess.
he's still doing stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I couldn't get him to play my kid's birthday party, but like, he's not like a household name anymore.
Right. I don't think he was for Jack Black back then either. Cause Reefer?
Dude, friggin' skinny Jack Black.
Yeah.
Bye Bye
I feel
Love,
like-
brought to you by McDonald's
Oh,
with
man,
limited
was
commercial
it?
breaks. Did you? I was
That-
like, I was writing that joke down, which I've made a million times and has not gotten any better. And then I read, I did my notes after the movie, and it's like, production costs were underwritten by McDonald's. It's like, well, that makes the joke less
Yeah.
funny. They actually did pay him a bunch to shoot in a McDonald's.
Maybe that's why when you look at it and it says you can get a quarter pounder value meal for $2.99, now it's more because they had to spend $13 million on this movie.
Even $2.99 seemed like a lot for 95. I felt like everything there was like 79 cents, 99 cents.
Well, the cheeseburgers were 69 cents. That sticker was on the door
Right.
as they were walking out. So I was like, golly. I mean, I know they're still like, cheeseburgers, all right, those are delicious. I'll take them like baby aspirin. But like,
Well, dude, though, back in the day, they were like actual cheeseburgers that were the size of cheeseburgers. Now Wendy's like, we got 99-cent cheeseburgers. Like, hey, all right. And I was like, this is like a mini sausage biscuit. This is a joke. When are we going to all join hands around and just decide that mini muffins are not doing it?
I don't like them because they're just like, I'm like, cool, you got extra coasters that look like McDonald's cheeseburgers? This is great. Why are they so
79-cent
small?
cheeseburgers. I'll take 8. Finally, becoming a crafty consumer.
If you get 8 cheeseburgers from McDonald's, you are going to eat about 4 whole onions because they put the little diced onions
No,
on there with the number 5 scoop.
I say no
It is
onions
huge.
when I go to McDonald's, which is never. But I'm very clear about that.
Dude, I don't know the last time I had McDonald's.
I don't. I like it for breakfast, but I haven't even done that in forever. But I don't want. If I ate 8 McDonald's cheeseburgers, I worried that I would sound like you sound when you're breathing, like you've been jumping rope in the attic.
Oh, God.
Like, oh man, I pulled my chair up close to my desk. Give me a second to catch my breath.
Just laying down like a grizzly bear and then getting you with drink.
No, sir, you can't go to sleep there. Movie Life Crisis, Season 5, Episode 18, Bye Bye Love. We can sidebar this one because you can't watch it. It's nowhere, and no one ever saw it except for me and Jeff.
Yeah.
So
have
unless
it on
the
DVD,
cast
though.
of the movie is listening, I think you're probably going to be going, what movie?
Yeah, who? What now? But it's got a
'Cause I
ton
have-
of people in it.
Dude, it's got such a great
got
cast.
all
But I had
kinds
people
of
going
peeps.
like, Braveheart, that sounds pretty cool. I might check that out. I was like, all right, you didn't see Braveheart. You definitely didn't see Bye Bye Love.
Yeah. I got to be
It's-
honest, though. I never saw Braveheart all the way through until we watched it. And I've seen this movie a bunch. But
Dude,
I'm a bit different.
Yeah, built different. Braveheart down, Bye Bye Love up. But you like Braveheart, so you just missed it.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, I just didn't see it.
All right, let's do the synopsis.
Synopsis. The film follows one weekend in the lives of 3 divorced fathers in Los Angeles, Dave, Vic, and Donnie. Their stories intertwine as they navigate their weekend custody of their children and go on disastrous dates to make and try to make sense of their post-marriage lives.
Yeah.
Dude, I like how it was 3 stories. I forgot it was like how it kept jumping around. That part was awesome.
I haven't seen this in forever because again I don't have a DVD player and it's absolutely impossible. It's not streaming anywhere. The internet was like, we don't got that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I thought you guys had everything. I'm like, no, never heard of it.
Dude, they had a ton of like TV spots though, huh? Like when you tried to pull it up, there was a ton of that.
A lot of TV spots. So they were McDonald's was really pumping out commercials for this thing because even the trailer, which if you watch on YouTube you can see, is filmed mostly cut from the McDonald's scene. So McDonald's is in the the golden arches are behind Paul Reiser's head while he's talking in the trailer.
Yeah.
And McDonald's like, yeah, get you some. Come on down right now. We still have playgrounds. Life is great. I wonder if I probably was cared more and had more time, I could have maybe found out, like, did people do their, like, divorce kid handoff, like, with McDonald's, like, the spot? Feels like it could have been.
Dude, I'm not a divorced parent, but when we carpool for high school now, we meet at the Popeyes over by the interstate. So, like, we're still passing off kids like that.
That seems right, because Popeyes is like McDonald's. If you don't care about your kids, you take them to Popeyes.
Right.
Like the food's better, but all the employees hate you. It's like, you guys got chicken? They're like, hold on, I'm on my phone. I was like, I know, but I just was going to get some chicken. They're like, later. Like, never mind. I'll just go kill a chicken and cook it myself so that I can get some food.
By the way, I talked to one of my students that works at Popeyes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's like a wet dredge that they put it through. Like they're back there like making the chicken.
They're breading the chicken. That's what it seems like when I order. They're like, hold on, just let us bread and fry some more chicken. We have to kill the chicken first and then pluck
they
it.
seriously might be doing that. She tells me that all the time. She's like, Mr. Horn, like we make it early sometimes, but not all the time.
It seems like that's not what they're doing. It seems like what they're doing is standing in the drive-thru window looking at TikTok on their phone. They
totally are.
But I don't. I mean, again, that's a shitty job. They should do as little as possible to not get fired. But sometimes I just got to eat.
Try to take all the money from that.
I got to get to the Big Apple sister, whatever it takes. I couldn't find the budget for this movie, but we do know that production costs were significantly defrayed by McDonald's. But it did make $12.1 million.
It's pretty good.
So that puts it at the number 108 position on the year, right before Tales from the Hood and right after Roommates, neither of which I saw.
Tales from the Hood I've seen. What's Roommates? I don't even
Roommates
know
has got D.B. Sweeney and Peter Falk. And
I feel like I'm further away from it now. Who are those people?
Dude, D.B. Sweeney's the guy from The Cutting Edge. I looked at the poster and I was like, it seems like I walked by that in Blockbuster probably a couple hundred times and never picked it up.
Peter Falk, is that Columbo? No. Who's that?
It does sound like Columbo, but that doesn't seem right.
Because you lost my carpet cleaning van. Because you lost my
carpet cleaning van. And I don't like you. Yeah, it is Peter Falk. It is Columbo. It's Columbo's movie turn.
Nice.
And I don't like you. It's got Julianne Moore in it. Roommates.
It's an old person and a young person living together? I've seen that.
Yes.
It's called Bye Bye Love. It's the extra scenes that we don't need.
It's the sixth story from Bye Bye Love.
Yeah.
Awards, probably not.
No.
Janeane Garofalo got something.
Yeah, she got nominated for something, right? Or did she
got
win?
nominated for her performance for American Comedy Award.
Yeah.
God, I love Janeane Garofalo.
Dude, her scene where she just can't stop coughing.
But she's only in
Family Guy long too. She just kept at it. It was great.
She's in like 3 scenes of this movie, and she absolutely destroys all of them. The date, like the cow.
I'm in the Stone Age here with these guys.
Maybe it's because I was wrestling outside of my weight class.
I like when Paul Reiser walks in too. He's like, when we should sit. She doesn't want to sit. Okay, sorry. Dude, he's so funny. I like him.
Sequels and spinoffs. This one has not. No one's trying to reboot this. No one even remembers that they did this.
No, they didn't. Although this played a bigger part in my life than I remembered as I'm watching it. There's stuff in here that I remember very vividly.
There's a bunch of stuff that I remember. Me and you have always loved this movie, and I owned a copy of it on DVD or VHS, but I haven't had it in 20 years. I was like, oh shit, I forgot a lot of this. I was like, that guy's in the movie. Oh, that guy's in the movie too.
Yeah, there's a ton of people in it.
Yeah.
So where'd you see it first? I think mine was DVD, right?
I think so. VHS because it was 95 and I would have rented it, but
I don't think I rented it. I think it was like $5.50. Oh, let me just buy this. I know who Paul Reiser is. Let's do it.
Maybe. Well, the copy that I acquired from the internet was clearly ripped from Stars, so like I guess they still show it on the movie channels. I don't know when.
Man, that's awesome.
But it was. I mean, it was like 1080p. So,
Yeah.
dude, I'm trying. You know how I get down. I'm trying to give people money for movies, but this is one that
Right.
their internet's like, we got. You can't. You can only steal this one. There's no way to give money for it.
Yeah. Dude,
Like-
I pulled out the DVD. It was I ripped it, and it was 480p while I was watching it, and I wish I could have had a better copy.
I'm going to tell you, you should probably think about listing that DVD on eBay because I saw one on eBay selling for like $80 because you can't get this movie anywhere.
I
So,
don't want to part with it. I like this movie.
well, you ripped it. Now you have it.
I know, but what if the hard drive? I gotta have redundancy.
Well, dude, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you want to have backup copies of the Celine Dion French album. I was thinking because the three movies I can remember that we've done on the podcast that you cannot find anywhere are Dave, PCU, and this, and all of those I really like.
Yeah, of course.
All those are great. I heard
So-
freaking somebody
what
like David
happens
Spade.
like, is it just made by a company that doesn't want to put it out anymore? Or,
I don't.
like. 20th Century Fox.
This is
seems like
distributed
they
by
would wanna do
20th
that.
Century Fox, and then now they're owned by Walt Disney. Like, what would the
Why
what
is
would-
this not on Disney Plus?
why? Yeah, why is Disney has to have some engineer that they pay like $26 an hour that could press like publish on Disney Plus, and even if the only watches of the year are me and you, wouldn't that be worth it? Seems like it would
Yeah.
be, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's a
don't know.
music thing. Maybe it's a music licensing. There's a bunch of great music in this, and they're going like, dude, we can't pay money for these songs because no one's gonna watch this movie.
Not after this podcast drops. It's going to change the whole
Yeah,
thing.
dude, people are gonna be storming freaking Anaheim. Give us
Dozens-
Bye Bye Love, and Disney's gonna be like, I don't know what
Dozens
you're
of
talking
people
about.
are waiting to watch it.
Give us hey, if you guys do fire off angry missiles at Disney, ask for PCU too because that's theirs, and we need it.
Nice. Yeah, we need both.
And
of those
dude, I heard
streaming.
Spade talking on a podcast about PCU and talking about how you couldn't find it anywhere. He's like, that movie would be like strangely still relevant. I was like, yeah, that's what we said on the podcast. Spade, stop freaking copying us.
He listens. He knows he's a listener.
New England clam chowder. Don't ever make me wait at that door again. All right, how'd you rate this movie?
Oh, dude. All right. So I can see why it got a. By the way, I just looked up what it is on Rotten Tomatoes. Did
It's
you
like
see what it is?
23%.
23%.
Yeah.
I could see how people couldn't like it. And I could see the problems with it. But none of those problems are here for me, and I gave it an 8.0. I giggled the whole time. I really liked it. An 8. Say 8.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't know what the problems are because I think this movie is absolutely delightful, and I loved it. I gave it an 8.5.
Nice.
I knew that like I liked this movie and you like this movie more than other people,
Right.
Because people don't know about it. But I was like, dude, I don't. But you never know. It's like, I saw it as a kid. We were dumb then. We probably like dumb stuff. I was like, no, this movie freaking slaps.
still-
This is great.
It's still good.
Like
It's so
that,
good.
it's got like, because now we spent 5 years talking about how you make movies. We only know a little bit more than we did at the start. But I know now that it's hard to make a good movie. It's hard to write a good movie. Like, this is a great piece of film writing. It's got like 4 or 5 storylines that all like weave together beautifully.
And they
it's got
all
like
work, right.
It's got like a dozen killer performances. The soundtrack's fucking awesome. It's got really good quotes. It's got some emotion.
For reals. And I totally forgot that the Beatles song, the
I will.
I Will.
The Livingston Taylor.
And I started hearing it, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
and then I hear James's voice, and it's, who knows? And I'm like, oh, wait, shit, that's
Yeah.
his son, Ben.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Dude,
I remember because I had a similarly to this movie, but back in the early days of the internet, I was like, I want to download that song. That guy has never released an album. And you had to like cut it from the movie and then make your own copy of it to put on your old iPod that you carried around in your pocket with a freaking black and white screen. Yeah,
oh, that's freaking
but like,
great.
it's got a great ending. I love this movie. It
Wraps
held up for
everything
me.
up in a bow. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's longer. I saw it was an hour 50. I was like, oh, that might be kind of long. Dude, I love this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
what about that extra thing with the I guess that's how they bring Paul Reiser and Elisha Dushku together, but like the whole thing with the old man and Max, like I thought maybe we could take it out, but I don't know. The more I think about it, I think it's.
I mean, there's enough characters and moving parts in this that you could definitely take some out. But like, Johnny Whitworth is the kid from Empire Records. He's playing Max, and then Ed Flanders is paying like that's the McDonald storyline. That's the money. They can't take that out.
Right.
But also, I don't really want to. I love it. Like the old guy whose family moved out and his wife died and his kids don't really call him that much. They just sit around going, "How come the kids don't call? How come the kids don't call?" I like that he's working at McDonald's. And he's like got a 19-year-old who's his boss, and he's like, "Dude, you have a shitty home life. I'm old, and my house is empty. Just come live with me." I love that storyline.
I made your transition. I made your transmission.
Yeah, I made your transmission. Good transmission.
You saw who the manager was from New Orleans? Wendell Pierce?
Yeah,
That's
the guy from
man.
the guy from The Wire. That's what I'm saying. This cast is like 15 deep.
And his friend was 70 Show.
Danny Masterson, famous rapist. Dude, like bit parts from Janeane Garofalo, Stephen Root, who's the freaking best, and then Jack Black. But the named cast is like 12 deep. There's a bunch of
all those guys were all like they did really well on TV before this, and this was their foray into movies, and I guess maybe nobody liked it. I just don't get 23%. Like, even the popcorn meter, the part where, like, the fans watch it, they only gave it a 50%. Like, I just don't understand. What the hell?
How'd they even watch it?
Yeah.
Is my question. But, no, dude, I think this thing is great. I wish that people could watch it because I'd like for someone that I know to go like, "Oh, yeah, that movie was pretty good." Or like, "Dude, you guys are weird."
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, like, the cast is incredible. And I think the writing is really good. And it's got a bunch of funny parts. I had such a hard time picking scenes and quotes because I was like, "Dude, this is tough. I got a lot of stuff on my list."
Yeah.
And I know I'm leaving a bunch of things out. But like, let's do scenes. What's your best 3 scenes? What's your first one?
Dude, I like the opening montage. They're playing the Everly Brothers, the Bye Bye Love. And all the kids are getting dropped off. And, dude, it sets up what's going to happen throughout the whole thing and how the dads
and then Rob Reiner, the voiceover.
Dude.
He's a freaking radio DJ, and all he does is talk about divorce, and everybody in the movie listens to him, so he provides voiceover for the movie, but then every one of the dads, he's a doctor. Every one of the dads in their car will be like, I hate this guy. And then it cuts to like Randy Quaid, he's like, "I hate this guy." And it cuts to Paul Reiser, he's like, "I really hate this guy."
Yeah, because of course, he's just like, I don't know who he's supposed to be, but like all I think of is when people like Rush Limbaugh were like, "Yeah, the gay people are taking the sanctity of marriage," and then he's on his 5th freaking wife. So like it was the same idea. He kept getting married.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like a Dr. Phil, like blowhard, who's like telling you all this stuff, but not really doing the stuff.
Yeah, he's not doing it. Yeah, dude, I thought it set up that whole opening thing was. Very efficiently establishes all the situations, all the personalities that everybody had. It was great.
Yeah, I think that intro is great because it's like Rob Reiner's doing the voiceover, explaining about divorce and like Friday night drop-offs, and everybody's at McDonald's, which still has a play area.
Yeah,
and all the dads are talking, and
they're all sitting on the like rocking like fry people. Remember those things? They were all sitting on there and reading the newspaper, waiting for the kids to finish playing. Yeah,
and you see all the kids range between it. So the 3 dads is Matthew Modine, Randy Quaid, and Paul Reiser, and their kids range from like baby to like 16-year-old. And so, dude, and like Matthew Modine's like got his young blonde girlfriend, and like Randy Quaid's talking about he's going on a blind date.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's great. How many dates is that in the last 8 months? He's like, 3. They're like, not counting your cousin. He's like, 2.
And then that callback. When he's talking to his daughter.
His daughter says the same.
Very handsome. He's like,
how many dates is this? 3. He's like, I'm not counting cousin Mary or whatever. He's like, okay, 2.
That was a great callback, dude. Speaking of one of the kids, the little boy is from Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah,
and then the little girl we're going to see her next year in One Fine Day.
Yep.
At least I hope we do.
Dude, we're absolutely going to see One Fine Day, and then she'll be in Independence Day too. She's got 2 for next year.
Yeah. So what's your first scene?
My first one was not in proper order. I was just thinking about it afterwards. My first one was when Matthew Modine is having dinner with his kids, and his new young girlfriend is cooking dinner for them, and then a bunch of other single women with their kids just drop by. Because the whole movie, he's like hitting on all these women. He's like, yeah, just come on by. It's like, I'm in the book, you're in the book. He's like, we love to see you. And so they do. Two different women with their kids, and it's just a freaking house full of kids, and him and these two divorcees and his girlfriend all sitting around talking about kids' soccer, and dude.
And she has nothing to say. Dude, when you said in the book, Jake goes, in the book, what's that mean? I was like, oh, buddy, there used to be a phone book where you could look up everybody's information.
Yeah.
He's like,
everyone's personal information was printed on dead trees and then delivered to your doorstep for no money.
It's like a piece of the internet you could print out and take with you. Yeah, dude, that is a great scene because the doorbell just keeps ringing and keeps ringing.
Yeah, and he is freaking bold as shit. He just keeps inviting these divorcees in. He's like giving them wine. They're just chatting, and his girlfriend's there, and she's getting progressively more and more mad.
And he's just dropping like stupid dad jokes and like flirting with him back. It's pretty.
Yeah, he's talking about the soccer. He's like, the coach is just. I'm going to talk to him about Johnny because he really is. He should give him more playing time. It's like
I think that would be really great for the kids' esteem if they had a female coach. I think that would be really a big step forward. Oh man. You can't turn it off. You just can't turn it off.
That one kept cracking me up, and I didn't put Matthew Modine in my characters just because I don't like that character, but did such a good job.
He did a great job. Dave was killing it. I definitely put him in there. Dude, my second one is Vic, who is Randy Quaid. Vic D'Amico goes on a date with Janeane Garofalo, and it's a blind date.
A blind date.
And the daughter asks, like, hey, where are you going? Well, if it looks promising, we're going to go for whatever.
French restaurant.
And if it looks bad, we're going for Italian. Well, as soon as he picks her up, she says some stuff like, no sex on the first date. I don't like this and I don't like that.
She's like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, no sexual activity on the first date. And he's like, you like Italian?
As soon as he says it, dude, the whole time, the coughing fit where she can't stop coughing is unbelievable. And he just keeps saying, I think we're going to need more time. I think we need more time.
He's like, hey, we're definitely going to need another minute.
He's building like a fort out of sugar cubes and toothpicks. Dude, it was killing me. I loved it.
And dude, she's looking at the menu at the Italian restaurant. She's like, is this all there is? And the waiter's like, yeah, that's it. That's the whole menu. Noodles with sauce. What do you want from us? It's an Italian restaurant. And he's freaking... He held it together way better than I would after pizza. If I was on a blind date and she started off like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, no sexual contact. Then we got to the restaurant and she spent 45 minutes looking at the 6 dishes. I'd be like, I got to get out of here. This is not going to work.
I don't like the way you slurp your soup. I don't like the way you talk. And we're not going to have it. Dude, the whole time he is taking it very well. And when he finally goes, you want to just call it? You want to just go home? And she's like, what? No, we're dressed. We're out. Saturday night. And she's like screaming.
Dude, in that restaurant scene, he's like, what do you weigh? She's like, what? He's like, well, I'm a wrestling. He's like, I'm a wrestling coach, so I like to put people in their in their proper weight classes. He's like going like, it's like looking around the side of the table. He's like, so you'd be like what, 126? And she's like, 109.
109.
He's like, okay, so you're featherweight. So like, it's not just Janeane Garofalo. He's also being a horrible date. But it's freaking hilarious.
Randy Quaid's funny.
Dude, Randy Quaid is great. I thought he was kind of like one note angry Randy Quaid in this, but then later on he turned me around. But then Janeane Garofalo is also going like, he's like, at this point, I'm not even looking for a good relationship. Just like anybody with like a mammal. He's like, I'm even flexible in the mammal thing. She was freaking firing. Ah, God.
Oh, and then she locks her keys in her house. So then they have to go, of course, over to freaking Dave's house where everybody else is already there.
But dude, before that, he's driving the freaking student-teacher car, which has 2 steering wheels, and she starts playing around with it.
Hitting the brakes.
He locks it up. He's like, hey, I have a responsibility here. I'm a licensed student driver. And Janeane Garofalo goes, ooh, a Renaissance man. She was killing me.
Oh, man. She was really good. I liked all the stuff that had her in it. I was hoping you weren't going to say like, oh, no, it keeps flipping back and forth, so that's not one scene. Because that whole bit, the whole time they're at the Italian restaurant was killing me. I loved it. And then at the end, the guy keeps bringing her stuff, and she's just like tasting it one finger at a time or going like, no, thank you, I don't want that, and then ends up swapping. It's just great. Well written.
my second scene also features Randy Quaid, which is when he, at the end, decides to go confront Rob Reiner on the radio because he's tired of yelling at the radio. He wants to yell at him in person. Yeah. And he storms into the radio station, which is, you can tell it's the early 90s because it's completely wide open. He just walks right into where Rob Reiner's talking to on a live mic and starts yelling at him. He's like, "You're full of shit." Yeah. She's like, "Stuff it, Doc, or I'll break you in half." And he's like, and Rob Reiner's like, "Let it go." He's like, "Let it go. You're angry, clearly." In the mic. Yeah. And Rob Reiner's just coaching him. He's like, "I could feel a lot of pain there." He's like, "Shut up."
Don't try to draw me out because it's not going to work.
He's like, "I'm guessing you have kids." And then he's like, 3. And, and dude, by the time it cuts, they're like sitting next to each other. He's pouring him coffee. He's got his headphones on. Randy Quaid's taking him back in from commercial. It was just freaking delightful. But he gives his he gives this big speech about what it's like to be divorced and like how he doesn't see his kids as much, but when he does, he's doing all the stuff. I was like, dude, that hit me. I remember.
That's what I was about to say. That was so well done.
And that's when I was like, Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid's going on my list because that was an incredible performance right there.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Is that dude like that?
I felt it.
I kind of want to clip just that part of the movie and like put it on friggin' Instagram or like TikTok or something and just be like parenting advice from 1995 because it's freaking great. He's talking about like before I love my kids. I saw my kids, but I worked sometimes 2 jobs, and so I would come home late at night, and like my wife would tell me who to hug and who to yell at, and like I would, cook breakfast every once in a while, and like I loved my kids, but I didn't see them. I wasn't there for them that much. It's like, but now when I have them, it's all me. It's like I read the stories, I do the voices, I give the hugs,
watch the yearling.
Yeah. God, this is freaking great. That's a great piece of writing and acting.
Yeah, absolutely. I freaking really like the same thing with the part where Paul Reiser is talking to Amy Brenneman, and she was like, you were my friend too."
Yeah,
Johnny. Like, I was like, "Oh snap, that was freaking."
Yeah, dude, this movie's really good.
It's got feeling. It's got heart. It's good. What the hell?
Yeah.
23, man. 23%. What are they doing?
On 22 reviews, so like we could get that average up a lot if we could get Rotten Tomato review status.
I don't know, man. One of them was Roger Ebert. He gave it a 2 out of 4 stars. What a cold bitch.
I mean, Ebert had some misses.
Yeah, this is one of them. My third one is when Dave has his girlfriend over, the young blonde you were talking about.
Yeah.
And he convinces her that the kids are asleep. Nothing's going to happen. We got a small window from when they fall asleep to when they start asking for stuff. So I've got a quote from this scene. I probably have the same one.
Yeah.
And he starts taking her shirt off and his shirt off, and he's wearing this wife beater with his pants buttoned just above his navel. And and they're like making out, and her legs are wrapped around him, and he's got her pinned against the wall on the stairs. And the kid comes walking out in his pajamas, matching pajamas.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you doing to her, Dad? I was like,
we're trying on clothes.
Oh, man. I don't know. Wolf's not old enough to walk in on y'all, is he?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah. I just had to pretend we were talking about wrestling because Greeks used to wrestle naked in the Olympics, is what I told Jake. It's ridiculous because why didn't we lock the door?
Yeah.
It hit a little too close to home for me, so I had to throw that one in there.
Oh man, that one's really good. I can't. It's tough because the scene that I already picked, where everyone's at Matthew Modine's house, takes up like 25 minutes of the movie. They keep cutting to other stuff, and I'm like, I can't. Like, I also want to mention when Paul Reiser comes to the house and he's already got all of the divorcees and all of the kids and Randy Quaid and Janeane Garofalo and his girlfriend who's leaving him to be his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. And dude, Paul Reiser just knocks on the door and he just opens the door and he's like, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I almost slept with your ex-wife. He's like, is that all? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay. He closes the door.
And he's trying to slam the door.
Like, I'm trying to count that as a separate scene because that's my third scene, that little conversation.
Dude, that's a great
conversation. And dude, Paul Reiser keeps pushing back on the door to tell him more about it. And he's like, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. He's like, close the door.
No, she's a great woman. And he's like, I know. I was married to her.
And then Matthew Modine's starting to get annoyed because he's got a million things going on. He's like, "Is this a lecture? Because I didn't sign up for this class." And he's slamming the door. But God,
Dude, what about after that when it's just him and Dave after?
Yeah.
And they're talking and like recapping that whole thing. Dude, I freaking...
oh, dude, that's a good one.
That's
I want to put that one in there because he's like, because Paul Reiser asks Matthew Modine, he's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "I'm okay." He's like, "We never talk about that. Like, if you're okay, if I'm okay." And then
like,
Paul Reiser's like, "Do you want to talk about that?" And Matthew Modine's like, "No." He's like, "Me neither."
Then he gives him like a big hug. There's like heavy-handed music, gives him a little smooch on the cheek and walks off.
No, he starts to walk off, and then Matthew Modine, as he's walking away, just like tells a story about how when his dad left, and he didn't want to, and his dad came back in a like Mustang with sideburns and gave him a tennis racket. He's like, "I don't play tennis. Still don't play tennis."
Yeah.
Like, he just they had like their little character moments. I was like, God, this movie's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's a good call too. I love that scene.
Yeah, dude, good, really good scenes. How'd you do for quotes? You got extra quotes?
Yeah, I did. Well, I've already said several of them, but my first one was the scene you were just talking about. Matthew Modine's like making out with his girlfriend on the stairs. They're taking their clothes off, and his kid comes out and catches him, and he's asking him whatever, and he's like, "Dad, I want some water." He's like, "Yes, Ben, my son, you have every right. Water is for everyone."
Water is for everyone, dude. That's what I have. I have yes, for my son.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. You have every right. Water is for everyone. That delivery was great.
Great.
And that one killed me.
That was my first one as well. My second one is the one we've already talked about too. It's when Vic's kid is at the party because he's supposed to be being babysit by his older sister, who's there with Elijah Dushku to go find the McDonald's kid. Yeah. And he walks up to the DJ and he's like, "Do you have any Raffy?" And he's like, "Reefer?" It's like, "Raffy." I also didn't get that joke when I was younger, but I get it now.
Yeah. The DJ, who is Jack Black.
Jack Black.
And the kid's like freaking 6, and he's at this house party where everyone's drinking beer, and like no parties we ever went to where the DJ booth was set up in someone's living room. But
did you actually see? Because I got hooked that it was Jack Black, and I tried to rewind it so I could write down exactly what the kid said to make sure that's all he said. And I saw the DJ equipment. It was just like an old school like dual tape and CD player. Like that's all.
Nice.
It wasn't even like a
nice.
It was like a big boom box.
That's the setup that we used to use to record stuff off of the radio. The dual cassettes. That's how you made mixtapes. You put your tape in, and then you put the blank tape in the other one.
Yeah, of course.
My second quote is again Matthew Modine. It's at the end when Eliza Dushku gets drunk at this house party, even though she's 14, steals someone's Mercedes, drives to her old house where her parents were still married and were happy, and then goes and climbs in the treehouse, and then they all like converge on that house to try to get her out of the treehouse because she's pulled the ladder up, and the owner of the house is Stephen Root, who is you stole my stapler. It was his swing line stapler. And he's talking to Matthew Modine, and he's like, "Look, I got lawn damage, I got tree damage." He's like, "I got a lot of stuff going on here." And Matthew Modine's like, "Okay." He's like, "All right, take it easy. He's like, just give me a number." And then Stephen Root goes, 500. He's like, "Give me another number."
A smaller number. Dude, that's exactly what I have. Give me a smaller number.
How do you not have Joe? You know, Joe. You say that shit all the time.
You were going to put Joe Farrow.
You're the one that says that all the time.
I thought you were going to do it.
And I left that for you. You're always like, "Joe, you know Joe."
I'll make my third one Joe.
Yes,
you know Joe?
Dad, I know Joe. Joe
Farrow.
Used to come to the barbecues.
You know Joe?
Paul Reiser.
I hope it doesn't get that awkward with my daughter. I know it's gonna.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely gonna. It's gonna get that awkward with your son too. Spaghetti again? I'll be right back.
He needs to, man. He's angry.
Well, yeah, but Paul Reiser's having dinner with Eliza Dushku, his daughter, and she's 14, so she hates everything.
Dude,
and
did
he's
she
like
not
trying to
play
make
it really well too?
Yeah, she played it really well,
like a freaking angry little teenager all the time.
And he's trying to like make conversation with her. And he's like thinking about bringing in a mortgage broker. And he's like, "Joe, I was thinking about Joe Farrow. You remember Joe?" She's like, "No. What are you talking about?" And the whole thing is like, Joe, you know Joe." And she's like, "I don't know who you're talking about."
Joe Farrow, you know Joe.
That's a very relatable moment in any movie because every time I talk to my parents still, and I'm 45, my mom will be like, "You remember the whoever's. I'm like, no, I don't know who you're talking about. She's like, yeah, they had that blue car. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. They had a niece who went to summer camp with someone that we saw in Albertsons one time. I was like, I don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah. My parents played the game too, except they're like, guess who died this time? Because everybody's getting old and passing away, and I don't like it.
Boy, are they.
Yeah, I'll put Joe Farrow as my third quote.
Yeah, my third one was the one I already said from Janeane Garofalo. The date, like the cow. Man, this is Stone Ages.
Oh, what did she call him when she realized? Mr. Wonderful. When she looks into the thing and sees her keys. Hey, Mr. Wonderful, before you leave, I locked my keys in the car. Dude, she's really good. I need to find more movies with her in it.
That is fantastic, dude. She's because he brings her back to her house, and she's like, "Aren't you going to invite me? I thought you were going to invite me in for coffee." She's like, "It's your house. Why would I invite you in for coffee?" He's like, "Well," she's like, "I thought you would take me to your house and invite me in for coffee." He's like, "Well, I didn't take you to my house. I took you to your house." And he's just like freaking stink-eyeing her, Randy Quaid stink-eyeing her. And finally he's like, "Are you going to get out or what?" Like, all right, I'll walk you to the door. Dude, that was... Those two having an incredibly awkward first date was an absolute delight.
God, why haven't people seen this movie? Y'all are idiots.
Yeah,
Find this movie.
I mean, not now because you can't, but like 25 years ago, you really missed out.
Yeah, you should have.
All right, dude, let's do characters. I had a really difficult time getting it down to 3, and I left off about 4 that I really like.
Yes. Samesies. Dude, I put Dave. I thought Matthew Modine killed it. Because
he was great.
I liked how he was trying to do it all, but also like when he's like sitting at the thing, at the game on the bleachers, and he turns to talk to the girl, and he's like, "Oh, really?" And he puts his hand on her leg while he's talking.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Yeah, we've been separated. Has it been more than 5 days?"
Yeah.
Right before that, they told him he had to wait 5 days.
Yeah, there's a 5-day waiting period, like for a handgun, before you call someone who's getting divorced.
So, dude, I like Matthew Modine, and I thought he did a great job, so I put him on there.
He was really good. This is the first movie we've done where we've talked about Matthew Modine. 'Cause, I mean, we didn't do like Full Metal Jacket or anything like that on Patreon. Yeah. And I was trying to think, like, I don't remember what Notting Hill, I remember him from Any Given Sunday. I think I mainly remember him from Any Given Sunday. But he's done so many movies.
He flew the plane in Memphis Belle. That's like
Memphis Belle, yeah.
When I think about him, that's what I think of. And
I think about Full Metal Jacket or Any Given Sunday, which is kind of weird. But, yeah, man, he was great. I didn't put him in there because my list got crowded. I wanted to put Paul Reiser in there because he is like supposedly the lead of this movie.
Right.
And I thought he was freaking great. He's like still wants to be married. He still wants to be married to his ex-wife who I've seen in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, she was in a bunch of stuff.
And dude, and Paul Reiser, like he was just in like whatever, Mad About You, and then in Beverly Hills Cop, where he's always great. But then he didn't do a lot of other stuff, and he could have. He just was like, I think I'm good. Yeah. And I'm always out here going like, dude, let's get Paul Reiser in some stuff. I love that guy.
Yeah, dude, I loved him in Mad About You. It was great. Dude, the chick, his wife, is the one that's from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Yep. She's
like, you want to take this down to, I can't remember the word she says, but she's being very condescending to Christina Applegate. She freaking did a great job.
And she's also in Kindergarten Cop. She's also in Gattaca. And I remember her because I watch, God, what's the freaking Aaron Sorkin show about Sports Night? She's in Sports Night. I rewatch that every couple of years.
The part where she's dropping off the daughter and she sticks her head out of the window and says, like, he had just given her the check, and she's like, I don't need this. He's like, no, I want to do it. And then she's backing out. She's like, you look good. And the music's playing in the background. It's all heavy-handed again. And you could tell he gets so excited. He's like, yo, you look good too, Claire. Like, dude, he sold the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, he's telling Eliza Dushku and the ex-wife, her mom, he's like, you have beauty. He's telling Eliza Dushku, he's like, why would you return the dress? I thought that was a dress. He's like, nah, it made me look fat. He's like, you couldn't look fat. Even if you wanted to, you wouldn't look fat. She's like, why would I want to look fat? He's like, you couldn't. You wouldn't. He's like, it made your eyes look beautiful. You have beautiful eyes. Both you and your mother have beautiful eyes. And Eliza Dushku's like, my eyes are green, her eyes are brown. He's like, the shape. I'm talking about the shape of the eye.
Shape of the eyes. Dude, his like nervous energy. Oh, God, he's good. Paul Reiser.
I had to put him on there, dude. I love that guy. And then he wants to get mixed up with Matthew Modine's ex-wife, Amy Brenneman, who's fantastic.
Yeah,
I thought that was
too.
It's all really, dude. He's going over to because he's got his daughter every other weekend, and she's 14, so she hates everything. So she's trying to sleep over at her friend's house during the only time he sees her. And so then he goes to Matthew Modine's house and sleeps on the couch because he's going to help Matthew Modine drive his kids to various things the next day. And your kids do that, so it seems like you need another husband to help you drive to places.
Right.
So it seems like I could see why that would be valuable.
Right.
But I was like, God, this movie's a lot. There's a lot of shit I don't know how. I mean, I guess if you're this era and this age and your friends are all divorced, you probably
Just
figure this stuff out.
Right.
Like, dude, I couldn't write stuff about that because I don't know enough divorced people, I guess.
That's not my world, but they sold it to me. I could tell, like, I felt all of the pain.
So who's your first one? You met Matthew Modine as your first?
I had Matthew Modine, but I also had Paul Reiser.
Nice.
Dude, my third one, I wanted to
hold on. My second
that's right.
is Randy Quaid, who, like I said, earned his spot just with his radio station speech, that whole scene. But really, Randy Quaid is, I mean, I know he's an absolute disaster human, but he is freaking hilarious.
I was about to say, he's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but
like Cousin Eddie, Independence
so
Day.
Funny.
Oh, man.
So funny.
Yeah, dude. Really funny.
I'm glad you put him on there.
I wasn't gonna, and then he did the radio station speech. I was like, shit. He just pushed his way onto the podium because that was incredible.
He made his way onto the podium.
All right, who's your third?
My third, I had to give it to Emma, Donnie's kid, Eliza Dushku. Dude,
she was really good.
Dude, she is such an angry little shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he calls her that whole part where she's like, I don't even want to be here. And like, dude, I believed it. And I could not put her in there. I thought she did a great job, even though, like you said, not really a good character. Like, she's kind of a bitch, but like, she sold it. I liked it.
Yeah, and I like that she's actually 14 because she's playing 14. Because a lot of times it's like, hey, Beverly Hills 90210, there's a 35-year-old playing a 14-year-old. But she was the right age for this, and it seemed like the right age. And she did a really good job.
All the kids did good jobs.
All the kids. I was going to say there's so many kids in this movie, and all of them did a really good job.
And they ended up being in other things too.
They all go and do other stuff. So that's a good call. I had Amy Brenneman. She was Matthew Modine's ex-wife, who's then like getting mixed up with Paul Reiser. But we talked about her in Heat. Yeah. She's freaking awesome.
Yeah, she's a fantastic actress. By the way, when he was like, "You can do anything. You're Sue. You can do it. You could be a Supreme Court judge." And all I can think of was like, wasn't she in a show where she was a judge?
She was in NYPD Blue, and then she was in Private Practice.
Judging Amy.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Yeah. She co-created and starred as Judge Amy.
Yeah. I like her a lot. I thought she did a really great job. And I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but like, I know we used to talk about like, hey, Eliza Dushku, yeah, she's kind of hot, like for a young chick. And then now I'm like, hey, Sue's got it going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird that I think different people look better now that I'm older. It's a weird feeling to have.
Seems like that's the way it's supposed to work.
It
Republican Congress people.
It is how it's supposed to work. That way you don't end up on some island list. But it's just weird to me that I'm starting to like see that.
Yeah, I like that. The two that I really hated to leave out was Janeane Garofalo and Rob Reiner.
Their parts were too small. I wanted to use them too.
They were both incredible, and but they got nudged out. But dude, that's like 10 to 12 deep. Everyone was doing an awesome job.
I don't know. Like, how did this movie not like make more money, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It seems like this is the thing. This is what it seems like people would want, but apparently they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it also had, I don't know when we would talk about this because it wasn't in my scenes, but it had my absolute favorite thing, which is the Animal House ending where they do the freeze frame with the text over that tells you what happens after.
Yeah.
Huge fan of that.
He disconnected his doorbell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrapped everything up. That was great.
Yeah, all about that. Writer, director, actors, background stuff. So the writers, two writers, Gary David Goldman and Brad Hall. Brad Hall is in the movie. He plays Eliza Dushku's stepdad. Gary David Goldberg is the guy who created Family Ties, and then also went on and did like Spin City and other stuff like that. So he didn't do. Neither of them wrote a lot of movies. Brad Hall, this is his only feature film credit. Gary David Goldberg, I think, is kind of the same thing, but whatever.
He had a couple other ones.
I mean, however they did it, they came together and friggin' crushed this thing. Yeah. And I thought both of those writers were interesting for reasons beyond their work on this movie. Like Brad Hall was on Saturday Night Live, was one of the first people who did Weekend Update, and he's also like
Weekend Update.
He's also now known as Mr. Julia Louis-Dreyfus because that's who he's married to.
That's freaking great.
And Gary David Goldberg, I was like, that name sounds kind of familiar, but I guess there's a lot of like. I was like looking at it. I was like, all right. So I'm like, Gary David Goldberg has a daughter who went in to be a TV writer, and she did pretty well for herself because she was the executive producer and creator of a little show called Friends.
Right. I was going to say he's somehow connected to Friends because I remember reading that.
Shauna Goldberg Meehan was one of the creators of Friends in the EP. That's her.
Great.
That's her dad. I was like, dude, it's a pretty good legacy. He created Family Ties. She created Friends.
That ain't bad. Dude, the movie he did after this, which was 10 years later, Must Love Dogs, that's John Cusack and
Brad Hall you're talking about. He's the executive producer of that.
Oh, I thought Goldberg. I had it written down as Goldberg.
Really?
Did the Must
I have
Love Dogs.
I see produced by Gary David Goldberg.
I used to love that movie. I mean, I love John Cusack. There's very few things that he does that I don't like.
This is written, directed, and produced by Gary David Goldberg. Yeah, nice.
I like that movie. I don't know if we're still doing it in 2005, but we need to check that one out.
Yeah.
What about the director?
I didn't find a lot about
I was going to say, he didn't do a lot.
Director Sam Wiseman. But again, it's like he directed D2, he directed George of the Jungle, Dickie Roberts, Child Star. I don't.
Dickie Roberts was so bad.
Yeah.
Man, I do like Spade though. Yeah,
and I don't know enough about directing to go like that guy did an awesome job. Or it's like it seemed like it was fine. I didn't notice anything. I still don't know which part is the director and which part is the cinematographer.
Right.
Truthfully.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
And which part is the editing? Like,
how bad do you think he feels though? Like he graduated from Yale, and they're like, "Oh, what you been doing?" "Oh, I directed Dickie Roberts, former child star, the David Spade movie." That's pretty. It's pretty low on the list there. Didn't make very much money.
I wonder, because he graduated in 1969, and the last director credit he has is 2003.
Yeah.
He died. No, he's still alive. It's like, what have you been doing? I mean, I guess he's 78. He's earned his retirement. But it's like, dude hasn't worked since he was in his 50s. Is he still getting money?
Nice.
He's not getting money from this because it's nowhere. D2 still gets played.
He's definitely not bringing in that bye love money.
Right. No shade to this guy. He directed movies I've done nothing, but I'm just wondering, how does it work? How does that guy make a living? 25 years after not doing anything.
Maybe he didn't take the back end and he decided to get all his money up front, and he took that sweet McDonald's cheeseburger money and went home and lived on that. The other one he did, that's What's the Worst That Could Happen? That's DeVito, isn't it? Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
I remember that one too, but that's he hasn't done very much.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any other bonus good? Not a lot of information about this one.
I did want to say that Image Entertainment, I saw that in the front. Isn't that Ron Howard's thing? I think Image Entertainment is Ron Howard. And I could see how all of that, this feels like it could be a Ron Howard movie. So I thought that was his production company when I saw it in the front, Image Entertainment.
I was trying to find.
I felt like we talked about that once before. Because I felt like when we said something about Ron Howard in one of the movies, I thought it was, or maybe it was, who's the...
Ron Howard's production company is Imagine Entertainment.
What did I say?
You said Image.
My bad. Imagine. It's Imagine.
Yeah, that's Ron Howard.
But you know who I think we talked about it when we did. We talked about Grazer. No, maybe it wasn't him. Brian Grazer, I think, and Ron Howard.
They worked
together.
Yeah, they founded it with Brian Grazer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, I remember talking about this. Boomerang maybe is when we talked about it. I don't know, dude. I don't remember, but I remember us talking about it, and I wrote it down as soon as I saw that.
They did Boomerang. They did For Love or Money. They did it and then '95 they do Apollo 13, which is I think probably their biggest movie. But yeah, they've done a ton of stuff coming up. Like next year they do 5 movies: Nutty Professor, Ransom.
I remember that just from this podcast, so I am learning stuff that we're doing here.
Yeah, dude.
It worked out.
I mean, that's information that we did not have.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Worst, I don't have any worst. It's an hour 47, so I mean, normally you'd say you trim some out of this, but I like all the storylines. I think everybody is doing interesting stuff, and I enjoyed it.
Originally, I was like, maybe we should get rid of the Max and the old man thing, but you got to have that because McDonald's wants their spot. Plus, it's the reason that Paul Reiser's able to do the thing, so it worked out.
I also like it. I like the whole, because I think about it because it's like a mounting problem now that people move far away from home, and it's like what happens when your parents get old and their house is empty, and like what happens if your parents are shitty and you need some other countries live in multi-generational households and we really don't. I'm like actually like that it's like, hey, I'm old, my house is empty, and like you're young and broke, what if we freaking team up and like tag team this bitch? Let's do that.
All you gotta do is bring me to work in the car that I built.
Good transmission.
Adopt the user program.
I don't have any worst.
I don't either, dude. I didn't either.
5 questions. Is it okay for kids?
Both my kids watched it, but I think it's fine. I could tell they were both squirming when the scene we were talking about where they're taking each other's shirts off and making out on the thing. They both felt awkward about that, but then when the little kid walked
Water
out,
is for everyone.
Ben,
you're every right.
They felt better about it there, so it was fine. Fine. Didn't drum up any old wrestling stories for Jake. So.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? It seems like you could do this.
People are still getting divorced, aren't they?
Yeah, and maybe they do the handoff somewhere else. But
droves. Where do you do the handoff now?
I don't know. Chick-fil-A?
My pleasure.
The only reason I would say you can't do it at McDonald's.
Want any part of that.
No, Chick-fil-A wants no part of this. They want families only.
Right.
But also, like, McDonald's doesn't have play areas anymore, so it seems like not as good a place.
The one in Punchatoula has one that's inside. It's air conditioned.
Nice.
That way, doesn't really cook the plastic balls that smell like feet. The whole room just smells like Fritos.
So I feel like you could do this. I mean, you change a couple minor things because, like some of the parents would be gay, so hopefully some of them would be brown. But otherwise it would be the kind of the same structure. Divorced parents handing off with their former spouses. Yeah. So you make it a movie, or you want to do like a mini series with a 10-episode arc where you really just dig deep? I always want a movie.
Movies. Yeah, I want it fast. I don't have time for TV shows. I got no time for that.
Dude, it's kind of funny because we, if I ask my wife if she wants to watch a movie, she's like, I don't know, I'm pretty tired. It's like, all right, well, why don't we watch, we got, Righteous Gemstones left. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, those are 60-minute episodes. What's the difference?
Yeah. More penis is the difference because, geez, that last season is swinging all over. Did you recast anything for the 4th question?
I was just looking at it. If just for the lead actors that are in their kind of mid-30s, I kind of like Daniel Radcliffe.
Can you not go older because everybody just looks so much younger?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Randy Quaid looks like how people in their 40s look now, but he wasn't in his 40s when he did that, did he? So Paul Rudd looks like he could fit in there. So I was like, man, I like Paul Rudd for
He seems too old. He's 50. I mean, I guess that probably is the right answer for nowadays, but
I don't know. I put Paul Rudd for Dave. And then I put Bill Hader for Donnie because I freaking love me some Bill Hader. And for Vic, I couldn't not go with Vince Vaughn. Could you imagine Vince Vaughn having a date like that?
Dude, Vince Vaughn would be great in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn would also be really good as the Matthew Modine part.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched The Breakup this week while I was bored. He's freaking hilarious. God.
He would be throwing stuff at all the chicks. He would be good at that, too. I kind of wanted Jason Sudeikis somewhere in there. I feel like he could do something, but I didn't know who he would be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, this would be a fun movie to cast because there's like 10 really good parts.
Right. I didn't do any of the brown people or other genders, but those are the three main guys. I recast them with other white guys.
Kept it straight chalk, pure white guys. Can you still watch and enjoy this movie in 2025? Well, yes and no. You can enjoy it, but no, it's not actually possible to watch.
Dude, it was for rent somewhere, wasn't it? Or no? Not even to rent?
No. I found it nowhere.
Golly, that stinks.
I was trying to see, sometimes, like full movies will be on YouTube. I feel like I see
a Russian website, the whole movie, because I tried to watch it at work, and that was blocked. So it was probably better that way.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing the... No, there's like a whole... I thought I found the whole movie on YouTube, but
Crunchyroll for free.
Okay, great.
Free 7-day trial. And then it's $7.99 a month. Ooh,
yeah,
SD. It's all blurry.
Just hand them your social security number. Skip the middleman. Yeah, dude, this is one that's really hard to find. I'm sorry to everyone who's going like, that was a great time. I really want to watch this now. Well, you can't. If you have $80, you can buy the DVD.
Or I'll sell it to you for $80. You can borrow it, quote unquote, from the internet if you would like.
If you have that particular skill set, that certainly is a possibility.
Somebody needs that skill set.
Yeah,
everything's too expensive.
Dude, that ain't no lie. So, like I did a bye in there.
I almost said it, but I refrained.
All right, thank you guys for listening. We did Adventures in Babysitting on Patreon, and we're coming back pretty soon with Planes, Trains, and Automobile on Patreon.
It's going to be good.
And then we'll come back on the main feed next with The Quick and the Dead, which is the Western movie that has a surprisingly amount of really great people in it.
Yes. I hope it's still good.
I used to love that movie. I'm excited about that one.
I know, me too. What else?
Nothing. Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
I clicked it 30 times.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review, and remember, don't drive angry.